YouTube hates me, and I don't care. Yeah, so I have the dishwasher running in the background, but this is a vlog, so there we go. Apparently it's been 11 years since I posted real content on this channel. I was in my early 40s, so I'm 53 now. That's a lot of time, and it doesn't seem like that long ago, but nevertheless, it's 11 years. So I've been wanting to do this style of video, like a vlog, and I thought about starting like a brand new channel, Greg in Midlife. And starting a new channel with 0 subscribers from scratch is daunting. I've done it many times, and usually it's quite unsuccessful. Now, admittedly, I haven't been persistent, and I think that's one thing you have to be in order to be successful with YouTube, and that has not been me. Yeah, but this idea of recording myself in midlife and my thoughts and just random daily activities, recording that just has been nagging at the back of my mind. And so rather than start a new channel, I felt like, well, this falls in line sort of, kind of, with my very first ever YouTube channel, which is just my own personal YouTube channel. I've had a kind of a wide variety of content on here, from pets to craft projects. What else? There's been other things. Product reviews, music. For example, my original vinyl community videos were on this channel. They later got moved to a separate channel, which honestly was my most successful channel, but it got to a point where I'm not playing records every day. And it felt like it didn't feel sincere or genuine being in the vinyl community when, honestly, I rarely play records anymore. I have 3,000 of them, but it did not feel genuine. So that was my most successful channel. I think I had over 1,600 subscribers. I tried to reboot it as a general content channel and met with minor success, but then it quickly fizzled out. And that's part of what this video is about. I feel like YouTube hates me. I don't know what it is. But I can get to a certain point. And I'll be honest, the point I want to get to is to be able to monetize my videos. I love making YouTube videos. I'm actually quite passionate about it and enjoy, like, almost the entire process. But it's nice to be able to get something back in exchange for your efforts, knowing that Google is making a lot of money off of people's unmonetized videos. So I've wanted to get to the point where I can monetize, and I always get just right on the cusp of it. And either there's been, I think, one time where I actually, or maybe a couple times where I earned it, but then slipped out of it. And honestly, they've made it even more difficult now since those times. It's very, very difficult to get monetized on YouTube. Yeah. So it's been very discouraging. For example, probably my most recent and most active channel is Pensane. Regarding my interest in fountain pens. And I finally, just recently, broke the 1,000 subscriber barrier. So that's the first thing. Then you have to have a certain number of hours viewed. And I was getting near it, but then in 2025, I was going through mental issues and took a rather lengthy break from YouTube. So that channel is now suffering from, I'm actually much further away from being monetized on there now, to the point where it's like, I don't even know if I want to try with that particular channel. Not to mention my last few videos on there have gotten less than 100 views. And mind you, this is with over 1,000 subscribers. And these videos are getting well under 100 views. Yeah, it's very discouraging. So basically the direction that channel is going is not good. It's very, very discouraging to keep that up. Especially with a hobby that is not an inexpensive hobby, and to sort of maintain the content, you have to spend money. You can't keep showing the same pens over and over and over again. People want to see your new pens. They want to see unboxings. That's on my channel anyway. Other channels in that sort of fountain pen community, they have their own niches. Some do ink, some do journaling, some do paper. When I do ink and paper reviews, yeah, people usually don't care. On my channel, they basically just want to see pens, especially new pens, and I can't maintain that. So it's been very discouraging. So I feel like basically YouTube hates me. um, they'll give me tastes of success, but then it'll just completely fizzle out. And I don't know, you can only do that so many times before giving up. So what do I do with that? First of all, I know this is common among YouTubers. And I know to be successful on YouTube, there's oddball channels that are successful right out of the gate. Like their very first video ever gets picked up and just gets an insane number of views, gets them tons of subscribers. And for example, there's channels that they have 3 videos and they have more subscribers than I've gotten, like, with one of my channels in, like, 6 or 7 years. When you see that, it's very discouraging. And it's like, okay, why do they succeed and I fail? And I feel like I'm taking like 99% of the steps to succeed. I've watched numerous videos about, the settings you need and what you need to do as far as the title and the thumbnail and this and that and the other. And I've tried to do all those, and it takes a lot of time to do all those. And really, it's hit or miss. Sometimes those things will work and sometimes they won't. So it's like, yeah, it's all very discouraging. So it's hard not to feel like YouTube loves some people and hates me. And I know I'm not alone, I feel like in general, YouTube makes it very, very difficult to get started. Occasionally they'll send out these surveys and they'll ask for your feedback on being a creator on YouTube. And I basically tell them, I do not feel like they value my content. And I don't feel like they're helping me. They're not helping me be discovered. I mean, I feel like I'm taking all the steps to get discovered. And yeah. Anyway. I just don't know. So the idea with this channel is I don't care. This is just going to be a place for me to just do random videos, not care. I'm not going to do thumbnails. I'm not going to do descriptions. I'm not going to do this, that, the other. If it catches on, great. If it doesn't, that's fine too. And I'm just going to have fun here. Record what I want to record. Be myself. Talk about what I want to talk about. And yeah, I do hope, if you're prepared for some randomness, that you'll like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. Even though, I'm supposed to say that. So technically I shouldn't care about saying that, but nevertheless, I just said it. Oh man. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, I am Greg in Midlife. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more.